Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we're going to have Ben. Ben from Wales in the UK. So let's see what Ben has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Ben, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. How about yourself?
Very good. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview.
No, it's all
Thank you.
right. Cheers for having me.
So tell me, how was your day today?
Pretty good, man. Yeah, went out, sat on the beach, bought a new guitar. Easy day.
Wow.
So I can't fault it. How about yourself? Busy?
Yes, busy day. I love being busy. I think it's great
Yeah.
when you see. And so tell me a little bit more about your career. I know you're a singer, you're a musician. So walk me through how everything started.
Yeah, well, it started. I mean, I've been playing since 1998, like when I was 11, and and literally just learning Metallica songs, learning anything. Used to get guitar magazines with a little CD and learn everything in the book. And I did
Wow.
that for years, but there was a period where I kind of stopped playing for about 3 years or so. My brother got me back into it, and then I've just never stopped since. It all started then with busking. We started out playing in care homes, singing to the elderly, and like playing on street corners. Did that for years. Then
Wow.
started playing in pubs, clubs, house parties, anything. You know what I mean? I've been on the radio a couple of times over the years. Had a couple of residencies in various pubs as well, and played overseas a few times as well. So I can't complain. It's been pretty good. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, wow. That's amazing. And your brother is a musician as well?
Yeah, he's a musician, but he works in insurance as well, so he doesn't do it as much anymore. He's got
I
into bird watching.
I see. And so you play nowadays, do you have like place that you play like resident? You are a resident someplace or not? It depends how it
Not
comes.
at the minute, no. I'm getting more into now sorting out my set list and sorting out stuff like press kits, videos, releasing music, all that sort of stuff. So I've got a single at the minute that I've recorded that is basically all I'm doing now is trying to find a picture that I'm happy with to put on the album artwork, and then I'll slap it all online. You know what I mean? It's ready to go. Ideally, I want to have it done by the end of next month, or by the end of this month.
Uh-huh.
But
Amazing.
then I'll try to get back in and do a bit more recording. But I'm trying to get as well just the sort of live performance stuff up to scratch, because I play here, there, and everywhere. You know what I mean? I'll do a lot of like the open mics now and then. I'll do little showcases, but I do a lot of paid stuff as well. And I mean, I've got a little showcase on tomorrow, which is literally only a 20-minute, well, not even 20 minutes, like 5 minute walk from where I live. So I'm going to
I
play there, try out my new guitar. And I mean, it's getting into busking season now as well. So I'll get out and try and make a bit of money that way. But no, it's all coming together nicely at the minute as well, because I work a job as well, but I don't work full time. I do a bit of half and half. You know what I mean?
when you say about the busking season, what that means?
Means the weather's getting good, so I can get out and sing on the streets then. Because it used to be, oh mate, for about maybe 8 or 9 years, me and my brother were relentless. We'd go to this certain spot, and it was a tunnel, it was an underpass, very, very cold. And we'd play there like twice a week. And it was part of our income, but it helped us practice, it helped us improve and learn our set lists and get sharp. But we do it winter, we do it summer, we do it in rain, wind, snow, blizzards, gales. So all of our hands are absolutely destroyed. But I mean, nowadays, because I can afford to, I'll tend to do it more when the weather's nice. You know what I mean? I don't
Totally.
push myself that hard anymore because it was, yeah, I loved it. Don't get me wrong, I miss it a lot, but I don't miss standing out in the cold and freezing to death. Like when the weather's good, though, then I'll travel down to places like Swanage, you know what I mean, Salisbury, all of these random. I'm going to try a bit of Weymouth as well this year.
Wow. I think that when you do something with love, with passion, sometimes you just push yourself too much that you don't realize how much you're pushing.
Oh, definitely.
That's how I
And
say.
anything can burn you out, can't it? But it's good
Totally.
to find a balance. Like, and for
Totally.
me, I got like I'm lucky with everything that I do in a day. I've kind of chosen it. You know what I mean? So I'm lucky with how my life's going. Like, I'm not like a rich man by any means, but in experience, yeah, definitely. Not so much financially, but that's life. As long as I've got a roof over my head, I'm happy. So
Amazing, amazing. Okay, Ben. So during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also
yeah.
about your journey so far. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself, or maybe something that not many people know about you.
Oh, blimey hell, trying to think now, but they don't know because that's the thing. Anybody that knows me knows everything. No, I guess the only other thing is probably I've got a little side hustle doing tarot readings. So,
Really? Oh, wow.
but that's the only thing I can think of at the minute that would be suitable to go online. You know what I mean?
That's very interesting. Oh, wow. And it's something that you've been doing for a while, or something that is new for you?
Nah, fairly well. I'm doing it for a while. It's been a few years that I've been doing it professionally. You know what I mean? It was something that
Wow.
kind of fell in my lap. Again, busking season was off. It was raining and cold. I was flicking through the job pages and something popped up. So I thought I'll have a go at that. And
Wow,
yeah,
that's amazing.
it's a company. It is, and I've been working with them for a few years now. But it's just do it in the evenings and then the odd face to face.
That's amazing. Oh, wow. That's great.
Nah, cheers.
Ben, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of
Yeah,
view?
let's do it, mate.
Amazing. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. I have here my best friend. Full of random questions. So
Yeah,
what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the
yeah, of
first.
course.
Okay,
Yeah, no worries.
let's do it. All right, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, you don't want to talk about,
Yeah,
always. Okay,
yeah, of course.
amazing. First question is, who has been the most influential person in your life and why?
Oh, I'd have to mix it all between my family, to be fair, because I think with them, there's certain ways that they do things and certain ways that they tackle life, you know what I mean? And that's something that keeps me going. And also, with a lot of the things that I really love doing, like I'd say my brother is someone that's always kind of pulled me back into it when I've started to slip away. And my mum and dad have always been really, really supportive of it, you know what I mean? So whenever I do these little weird things, so I'd have to say all three of them. Like,
Wow. Wow. Okay, so three of them, they are watching this interview right now, and you have a moment and opportunity to send them a message. What would you say?
don't ever cross me. Nah, hopefully see him soon. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. And which person in your family, between your parents and your brother, which one you talk to the most?
Probably my brother. Like I see him every week, you know what I mean? But I try to keep up appearances with my mum and dad weekly as well because obviously it's important, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's the biggest difference between you and your brother, and the biggest similarity?
Um, the biggest difference I think is the way that we tackle life. Like my brother's someone that's I wouldn't say he's not a risk taker, but he likes security more, you know what I mean? He likes stuff
Mhm.
laid out a bit, whereas me, I'm a bit more chaotic. I'm not too worried about sort of changes and that. But at the same time, I'd say similarities is how we deal with things. You know what I mean? Like he's very determined, I'm very determined, and when we're both people that sort of don't give up on stuff. You know what I mean?
I
And
see.
loyalty as well with my brother. I'd say definitely. Like we're both very tight with each other.
Which one is the youngest? Which one is the oldest?
I'm the youngest. Yeah, he's the oldest.
What's your star sign astrology, Ben?
Scorpio.
I'm Scorpio as well. Which
Oh
day?
yeah, evil.
Which day?
11th of November.
I'm 17.
Oh,
Wow,
fair.
amazing. When you said about this connection with your brother, I was like, there's something there about Scorpio,
Oh,
about being
definitely.
independent, very determined and independent. It's a big sign of Scorpio for sure.
Oh, totally.
Amazing. Next question, let's do it. Hey, Ben, next question is, what is the best first date have you ever been on?
Oh, blimey hell. There's been a couple. Like, I had a pretty good one recently, but I went on one years ago and it it, it ended with me stealing a golf buggy and then the pair of us getting attacked by a pony and in from the shadows. So yeah, there was some other
Wow.
things, but it was a long time ago though, easily like 15, 20 years nearly.
Oh, wow.
But
And are you in a relationship right now, or
no, single now.
so tell me one person to go on a date with you? What this person must have? What's something that you look in a person when you go in a date in life?
Oh, I like obviously good personality, ability to talk about stuff, you know what I mean, and weird stuff.
Mm.
Not like weird perverted stuff, but you know what I mean, deep stuff. Like, but also, yeah, looks is an element as well. But I'd say it's a fair balance. Like, you can't have one without the other, can you? You know what I mean? You can be really good looking and horrible personality. It still don't work. Like,
Totally, yeah. And the city where you live right now, how do you see the dating life? It's easy to go on a date, or people that are more into the apps? How does it work?
I'm not sure to be fair because I'm pretty. I don't do a lot of it. Like, it's so I spend a lot of time on my own. Like, but
Very Scorpio, very Scorpio. Time on your
yeah,
own. Scorpio.
it usually comes to me if ever I'm in need. So.
Saying that, what's when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being Ben? What do you like the most about being you?
Oh, just the way that I live my life, yeah, just the freedom of it. Like, don't get me wrong, I work a lot, but I
Hmm.
just, yeah, I like that I try to do a lot of the things that I want to do and enjoy, not without like being a selfish, weird freak, you know what I mean? But, you know,
Right.
if I, like a lot of people will hold themselves back from doing this or that, and I try
Uh-huh.
not to. I mean, obviously, there's some barriers mental, but no, I think that's the biggest joy.
Amazing. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Okay. By the way, you're comfortable. Can see that you're okay. You're comfortable.
Yeah, I'm all good, man.
Okay, perfect. Right. So before the next question, tell me how music came into your life.
I mean, from a baby, basically. Like, my dad used to listen to a lot of different stuff. Like, he had a really sort of eclectic taste, really wide board taste. Same with my mum. Like, and their mixtures of music is what the first things I was exposed to. Then my dad playing guitar. My nan was a singer as well, and I
Wow.
think there was a lot of people that used to play guitar that used to come from my house. You know what I mean? And like, and that's what kind of got me into it. Like, I was lucky to be brought up with a lot of good music as well. Like,
And when you start your career, did your parents support you as well?
oh yeah, totally. Yeah, as soon as I ever bought a guitar, they were on board 100%. Like,
Wow. And you kind of, growing up or when you're playing, did you kind of ask their opinion or some advice?
sometimes, but I think I probably drove them mad a lot because I'd be playing heavy metal in my bedroom like day and night. So,
Interesting. Okay, next question is, what's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
biggest risk? Oh, hiking up a hiking up a mountain in Macedonia on about 2 hours sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a funny one, that one though. But yeah, it was all right though. I mean, think off the top of my head.
And tell me about your childhood memories. When you think about, your time in Wales growing up, how was it? What the best memory that comes to your mind?
It was good. We used to do a lot of cool stuff. Like, our dad used to take us up to this bit of waste ground that was full of animals. You know what I mean? It had all sorts of like wild fruits and stuff growing there, all sorts of snakes and frogs, and just
Wow.
going there every summer. Like, you know what I mean? I used to love that because we had a lot of pet lizards. We'd all go up there with little jars. Like, there'd be sort of 5 or 6 of us with tubs picking blackberries, 5 or 6 of us catching grasshoppers,
Wow.
and that was every summer for years. Like, I used to love that.
Oh, wow. And you tend to go back to Wales sometimes to visit your parents or not?
Yeah. I was only back last week, and I'll probably be back again either May or June. You know what I mean? But I try to get back as much as I can now.
I see. Cool. Next question. Ready?
Hmm.
Let's do it. Next one. You like dancing?
I'm terrible at it.
Okay. Next question is, what is something you wish you could do every single day?
Something I wish I could do every day. Um, I honestly don't know because a lot of the stuff that I want to do, I do every day. Uh, I wouldn't say travel. I guess maybe see my parents. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Why is that? Why do you think that if you could see them more often?
Because they live far away. Like they're still in Wales, so it's like it would be nice, especially now we're all getting older, to be able to have more access to them.
Uh-huh. I see. And tell me something. You know, this connection with your parent, I can see how much this connection you have with them and with your brother as well. You always been a very close family.
Yeah, yeah, we have to be fair. And I think the older I've got, the more I've sort of nosed into other people's families. It makes me realise, how lucky we've been. Like,
Mm. And what's the most meaningful lesson you've learned from your parents so far?
I don't know, been so many. I think, yeah, just flipping out. Staying out of trouble would be the main thing. Like, because I was a young tearaway, and I think they give me a lot of sort of good advice on
Uh-huh.
not being an idiot and not ending up in any serious situations. And I think it kind of steered me in the right direction, you know what I mean? And got my
Mm.
head screwed on, and especially the value of work and stuff like that as well. Like,
Wow. And of course, live in Bournemouth and
mm-hmm.
you're from Wales. Did you see a lot of differences, like cultural or not, about people, or do you think it's quite similar?
Fairly similar. I mean, there's definitely some differences, but it's only sort of small. You know what I mean? But I think Bournemouth's more of a multicultural area, so it's like you
Hmm.
definitely see a lot more different angles of the world here, which is a good thing. But to be
Right.
fair, now Pembroke Dockers, since I've been going back, it's a lot more sort of diverse as well. So they're very similar now, in all honesty.
And if I would come to Bournemouth for the first time, what's something that I cannot miss it? I need to visit. I need to see. Besides
Probably
the
the
beach.
beach. Yeah.
Oh,
Besides the beach, oh, what would that be? Let me think. Probably the New Forest or Hengishbury Head.
right. And why? Because why is that? What's the
Just
attraction?
beautiful areas, man. Yeah, just probably the nicest bits. You know what I mean? Like you
Uh-huh.
get the best views of the whole town there. Like
And back in Wales, how far were you from the beach back in Wales?
it depends because we had like there was a beach, but it was a gravel beach. There was only about 10 square foot of sand, so technically about 15-20 minute walk. But yeah, from a proper beach, a good 20-minute drive. You know what I mean?
Amazing. Cool. Three questions left. Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so before the next question, tell me three names of your favorite artists of all time. Three names that you always be inspired by in music.
Oh, David Bowie, Jim Morrison, and let me think. Probably say like, what was his blinking name? Ricky Nelson.
Okay, so let's see. Of course, David Bowie's already passed away, but the other two
Yeah,
is still with us or not? The other two, I'm not sure. The other two.
yeah, they're all dead. Yeah, I
Okay,
don't think Ricky Nelson's still alive.
okay. So let's see. The three of them, they're still here with us, and one
Mm-hmm.
day you wake up in the morning and have three missed calls on your phone from one of each you just mentioned right now.
Yeah,
Which one you call back straight away? Which one you would send a message saying, "Okay, I'll call you back later." The third one, you don't send a message, you don't call back. You would just say, "Okay, I can call him another time."
I'd probably call Bowie first, and then send the first message to Morrison, and then, and then yeah, poor old Ricky Nelson, I'd ghost him off.
What's your favorite song of Dave Bowie?
Probably Letter to Hermione or Ziggy Stardust.
Mm. And then growing up, did you have like they were always being your influential person in music or not?
Yeah, like because that's a lot of the stuff I was listening to as a kid. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of other stuff as well. I mean, some weird albums, some normal albums. There was a lot of good stuff that we had, like so.
I
But they were
see.
probably some of the main. You know what I mean? Like I've always really liked the Doors as well.
Amazing. Okay. Next question is, what's the happiest day in your life so far and why you consider that?
Oh, happiest day, flipping hell. Probably the day I got my cat. Because it's been a big part of the family now, the old
Oh,
cat.
what's the name of your cat?
Oh, Susie.
Susie.
Yeah.
Tell me something interesting about Susie, about her habits, something that she does that you like it.
Oh, she does a lot of things. She's very friendly, but when she was a baby, She, I was due to play a set on the Isle of Wight, and the day before, she slashed me in the eyeball and nearly pulled my eye out of the socket. So yeah, I woke up in the morning and like I couldn't open my eye because it had been pierced. So I had to go to the Isle of Wight with an eye patch on. But luckily, the festival was full of people dressed like pirates, so it didn't really matter too much, other than I couldn't really see where I was going.
Oh my God. And how Susie came into your life?
I was given her an ex-girlfriend's mother had a load of cats for sale, and I jokingly said to her, "Oh, which one of those is mine?" And then they said, "Oh, you can have this one."
Oh,
And then
wow.
when I went round there one day, they kind of got all these kittens out and chucked them in my lap, and then it was like, "Oh yeah, I can't resist it now. I'm having that kitten."
How old is Susie right now?
Like, you know, she's about 8 now.
Wow, beautiful. And she's with your parents or with you right now?
Yeah, with my parents now. I move about a lot, so with them. She used to go there on holiday with me, but I thought it's better to have her there permanently rather than moving around with me, you know what I mean?
Really amazing. 2 questions left. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Before the next question, tell me a little bit about your music. So when you are, you are composing music or you are working on your music, which kind of music that you play the most, or you kind of your tendency to be more involved?
Probably a lot of sort of like moody, emotional type stuff, you know what I mean? Like stuff that's kind of darker, I always used to be more drawn to. So that's where the tendency goes to, like sad songs, stuff with a good sort of emotional, like anything that makes you feel, really, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I was never really a happy song man. I love a good sad song, like.
And why is that?
I don't know, because it always resonates the most with me. Like, and I always respect that everybody's got their favourites, but it was always stuff like that that hit me the hardest growing up. So,
Wow. And what's the meaning of life for you before the next question, Ben?
meaning of life, I guess, just to be content. You know what I mean? As long as I'm happy with what I've got, like I'm good. And it's not that I won't ever strive for anything, but it's to try not to be stressed about striving for it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, my motto is always, you could be gone next week, so you might as well try your best to enjoy what you got now. You know what I mean?
And do you think happiness is a choice?
Happy, it can be. I mean, don't get me wrong. It can definitely, it definitely is a choice to a level. But I understand though, for some people, like to be happy in the face of some of the things they face is very hard. And some people do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm always in
Yeah,
awe of those people. But I'd say it definitely can be a choice. But it's a hard one to make sometimes with external influences. You know what I mean?
totally. Okay, next question is, oh, tough question now. If your plane was going down and you could call just one person to say goodbye, which person that would be and why?
Probably me dad, just because I know my mum will be sat next to him, so I get 2 for the price of 1 then, and I don't stress my brother out too much having to tell them that he's just heard me plane going down.
You're very cheeky, I can see. Last question, ready?
Yep.
Let's do it, last one. Can you hear the music or not at all?
No, man.
I've
already just heard it.
You must be thinking like, my God, this weird man just this in front of without music. Before the last question, tell me a moment in your career, a moment or a situation that you're never gonna forget. For one reason or another, always gonna have special place in your heart.
When me and my brother played, there was a festival. One of our friends managed to get us on, Brad Ninch. It's a small festival in Exeter, and we got to come on with our duo and support a band that we were good friends with. And to be fair, like they got us accommodation, like all the musicians had accommodation. We were only sleeping in a scout hut, but like there was all these little sort of pamphlets with our names on and a write-up, and you'd be walking through the little village and people are like, "Oh look, there's them," and you know what I mean? You felt like you got to that level to some point, so it was a nice experience, man. And like going there and doing that with my brother as well was even better because we always get up to mischief, so if I could do that again, I'd do it exactly the same. That was a great time.
Tell me something. How about like a fun situation, something that happened to you doing your gigs that you're never gonna forget, something that you could share, something that you're not expecting?
Oh, blinking hell. I'm trying to think now. Something fun with our gigs. I think as well, trying to get into put our what is it? Our details on the back of this. There was we played at Lavatory, and it's got this old, like, ancient painted stage, and there was loads of stuff, like loads of musicians from God knows how many years have written their names and the date on this thing. And I think the fun thing is that, you know, it don't sound much, but getting to put our names on that as well. Like, I mean, we've had a lot of mad situations, but some of them probably ain't, like, you know what I mean. You couldn't really say them on camera, but
Okay, tell me later. Okay, not to the camera. Okay, last question is, what are the top 3 things on your bucket list?
Top 3 things on my bucket list. Blinking heck. I've done a good couple of them, like, but top 3 things on the bucket list, man, that's painful. I think maybe get to 1,000 gigs would be good. Release at least an album, and get a narrowboat and live on the narrowboat with a little tiny dog that likes yapping at people.
How about Susie?
Susie, I'd have to leave her with me mum and dad. She'd end up jumping in the water. She's mental.
And now she's gonna do your eyes again.
Oh yeah, blimmin' hell yeah. I can barely see as it is. She'd blind me for good.
Oh dear. Which one do you think is gonna happen first between those options?
Blinking heck. I'd say probably definitely the album. Like 1,000 gigs. I mean, that'll take a good old while because I'm lazy. Some years I do more than others, but the narrowboat as well. I mean, that's not a million miles away.
I like the honesty because I'm lazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm always doing something, but at the same time, blinking out. Yeah, I don't want to do too many.
Amazing. Okay, so then let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to play some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay, let's start with money.
Money, easy.
Family.
Family, important.
Fear.
Fear, to be overcome.
Love.
Love, sparing.
Life.
Life, the game.
Politics.
Politics, heavy.
Sex.
Sex, now and then.
Oh dear, I love that. Religion.
Religion, not for me.
I'm joking. What did you say?
I said not for me.
Friendship.
Friendship, yeah, important, definitely.
Desire.
Desire to be fulfilled.
Regrets.
Regrets, yeah, some.
Success.
Success, subjective.
Wish.
Wish, oh, granted.
Happiness.
Happiness, choice.
One word for Wales.
One word for Wales, home.
One word for singer.
Singer, me.
Of course. And your brother.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the last one now, music.
Music, my life.
Amazing. Okay, let's pretend I'm going to meet your brother for a coffee, and I'm going to ask him, define Ben in one positive and one negative word only. What he would say.
Oh, blimey hell. I'd say funny for positive. And, oh, blimey hell, overthinker, I'd say, for negative.
Very Scorpio, again.
Yeah, definitely.
If I had the same question to your parents, would be the same answer?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, perfect.
I hope so.
Let's play now, Ben, in the Matchbox, and you can ask me a question. Okay, so before you ask me the question, people who come to see your gigs, people who come to see you singing, performing, what's something that would you like people to take with them when they come to see your work?
To just enjoy it, yeah, and to want to come back and see it again, you know what I mean? Like, just get anything out of it, like connection. Because I like to, especially nowadays, try to get a bit of back and forth with the audience if I can, you know what I mean? And get on a sort of level with them. So,
amazing. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, if aliens came down and they said to you, you can come away, explore all the wonders of the universe, take about 1 billion years, and then we'll take you back here with all the memories, put you back in this spot,
Oh
and
my
you can
God.
carry on from here with all the knowledge of everything you've had. Would you do it, or would you say nah?
Oh my God, what a great question, Ben. I had over 1,000 interviews here on the show. Nobody asked me this question. Very creative. Oh my God, you put me in the spot. I'm thinking now very deeply if I would say yes or no. You know what? Knowing myself, knowing the person I am, I would say yes. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because I'm very adventurous. And if I would say no, I would regret, I think, because
definitely.
I would carry with my life, even though I'll be still heavy, but the back of my mind will be doing, my God, imagine if I said yes that time.
Yeah.
So I'll take the risk. I will do it, regardless how would be the outcome afterwards, but I'll do it, I think, because I'm very curious as well. And there'll be a life opportunity that maybe I would never have before again. So yes, absolutely, I'll do that.
Definitely. No, I'd probably be the same.
So, let's go together.
Yeah, man, innit? Too right.
I love the question. I love it, and I totally, yeah, absolutely. Why not? I think I think it's a think about life as well. Sometimes some opportunities come along, you just need to embrace somehow, even though it's
totally.
scary. I think the thing is when something comes to your life, if you don't feel these butterflies like this scary, it doesn't mean anything. You need to do it. You know what I mean? It's a push. It's a push for you. Okay, just do it. I think
Totally.
that's amazing. Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you very much for having me as well. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks again. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for being so sweet and kind and accepting my invitation.
No, same.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Share a positive message. I know it's cheesy, but don't give up and keep eating your vitamins because, like you say, you never know what's around the corner, do you? So if you can, at least see and then decide.
Never give up. Keep going. That's the right thing.
Definitely.
Take care. Have a good night and keep in touch.
And you, William. Cheers, mate. Look after yourself.
You too. Bye-bye.
Cheers, mate.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.